So we've done all of our research and we have found some amazing kitchen trends for 2023. We're gonna just dive right in and start letting you know what is up.
Yeah. This is an exciting year because I would say there's more changes this year in design than there have been in the last few years, especially inside the kitchen. We've kind of been in this white gray zone for such a long time. And what we are finding is that there is so much more warmth this year, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That is probably the biggest takeaway out of all of the trends for this year.
Yes. So how is that happening? Wood tones are coming back. All wood kitchens are really hot right now. And mixed kitchens that are painted and wood, but the element is the wood.
Yeah.
And what is the color of the wood? It's in that brown, that rich brown or that golden brown tone.
Yeah.
We've kind of been in that Scandinavian, kind of boho, really light blonde woods for quite some time. And that doesn't really provide a whole lot of warmth.
Yeah.
And these darker brown tones and these golden brown tones are really what is hot.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think it's really nice to see the warmth and the brown tones come back. Just makes you feel like more family, cozy. I mean, we're all getting together again, so it's like we want to create that ambiance in our spaces.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think that brown tones are traditional.
Yeah.
And we are seeing this year, it is not.
Yeah, you can make it so modern still.
Yeah.
So refreshed with brown.
Especially with walnut woods, right? And you go slab doors and then you got a modern kitchen.
Yep.
But it's still warm. Kitchens are about statements right now. They're not understated, they're almost overstated. And one of the ways to do that is in your backsplash.
Yeah.
And we are seeing a lot of natural stone, specifically marble, but a lot of natural stone backsplashes. People are tired of the tile. They're tired of seeing the grout lines. And you do not get the movement in tile like you do in a natural slab stone.
Well, that organic movement that we really like to see.
Yes, and that is what this is all about. I'm glad you mentioned that because it's about organic, natural, organic, and earth tones. That is really the design style, right? That is happening this year.
Yeah.
And we'll see this for the next few years.
Yeah, and it kind of goes into those statement islands that everyone's talking about now too, right? So you can do a slab completely, encased in the stone, like have your island. You can add the color that you're really craving or that warmth and just go with an island. But statement islands are big.
Doing it completely in a stone material, it's kind of spendy, right? Not everybody can afford to do that. But different shapes. So you can do different shapes in your islands. Multiple islands. You're gonna see kitchens, if you have a kitchen space that's large enough that you can do a service and a sit-at island, go for it, do it. I mean, it's just another way to make a statement inside your space.
Yeah.
It's also, the island is a great place in the kitchen to bring in a different color or a different material. So let's say you like the look of an all wood kitchen, but you don't want an all wood kitchen, right? You feel like it's too much wood. Well, this is the way you can do it. You can do painted parameter and you can do an all wood island or vice versa. Right? You do not have to have everything all one color.
Absolutely.
Yeah, make that, layer it.
Yeah.
Textures, colors. That's what it's really all about.
And really, like, speaking of large kitchens, especially in a remodel or a new build, you have the luxury of adding on amazing storage right now that can kind of hide all those appliances or the clutter that you see on your countertops. For some people, it's just really a challenge with a smaller kitchen or an existing build that you're just trying to update. But how would you recommend kind of integrating kitchen storage?
God, there's some great ways.
Yeah.
First of all, let's just talk about what's inside the cabinet. So just utilizing the interior of your cabinets so that they are very specialized for what they are supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Like your pots and pan cabinets. You can have utensil drawers that actually everything is very divided and separated. You can have knife drawers, spice drawers. You can have cabinets where you have your cookie sheets and your cutting boards. One of the things we like to do is do integrated paper towel holders that are part of your cabinetry. So you don't see them, but they're in a convenient, accessible location.
And we actually have a video that we can reference to that has amazing lists of kitchen storage, just all around for organization that we did a little while ago. So definitely cue into that one.
What we're really seeing is taking away the small appliances off your countertops. What you should be seeing inside your kitchen is the elements in the kitchen. Your stone, your cabinets, your hardware, lighting. Those
Faucets.
are the things, faucets.
Yep.
That's what we should be paying attention to, not your toaster, your coffee maker, your air fryer, your Vitamix. Those things, we all want them, we all need them, but we don't need them all over our countertop where we can't appreciate what we do really want to see. So you're seeing a lot of small appliance storage, and there's so many cool ways to do that, right? The old way was the garage door, which was that kind of accordion door that kind of flipped up and down. You know, that's so outdated, right? So now they have them where they look like a cabinet door, but they're on a lift, and they lift upward. So that's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it, if you have the space, if you're in a new build, or if you are remodeling and have the space, you can incorporate it into your backsplash. So one way of doing that is you can make a backsplash in your kitchen in one location where all your small appliances are, and you can have a wood backsplash, or you can have porcelain, right? So let's say you like the look of natural stone, but natural stone's not in the budget. Well, they make some beautiful full-size porcelain slabs that look like natural stone. And that is so thin, you can actually apply that to a backsplash that it can be moved, whichever direction you go with your backsplash material. And they're right there. You just pull them out, use them, and they can stay plugged in all the time. You don't have to see all that.
I mean, I think that another thing that's kind of migrated into a more modern trend for right now is the coffee bar, where everyone was like, oh, look at my coffee bar. And it's like coffee. And, you know, it's screamed coffee bar. But now a more modern approach is to integrate it into a beverage center and hide it again, because we want to see this beautiful cabinetry, not all your mugs.
I love this trend because so many of us would like to have a beverage refrigerator, right? So that you're not opening up your refrigerator all the time. A refrigerator uses the most energy of any appliance in your home. So think about that. How many times do you open up your refrigerator every day?
Especially if you have kids.
And I mean, I'm one of those people that actually opens it up and stands there and stares inside my refrigerator.
What do I have?
So if you have a small refrigerator, a beverage refrigerator, right, at a beverage station, that now services your coffee and your beverage, right? So what else do you need? Well, you need water, right? And there are a couple ways you can do that. One, you can put behind these closed doors, you can put a prep sink or a bar sink. But what's even cooler than that is doing a pot filler faucet.
I love that feature.
Super
I think
cool.
it's great because it just doesn't take up a lot of space.
It doesn't. It just folds back onto the backsplash inside of your coffee bar that has doors that will close and look like cabinetry, and so it's all behind the doors. So in the dedicated drink station, we can't forget about the bar. Right? I mean, I don't know about you, but I like to have a bar. So now you have all of your beverages in one station, right? You have a bar, your refrigerator, your beverage refrigerator, your coffee, and wine. Right? Your refrigerator can be both. It can be beverage and wine, or you can do dual, one all beverages and one as a wine.
Different temperatures.
And I love it. I love everything is in one place. That way, if you want to make a coffee cocktail.
Espresso martini all the way.
Right there. So I love that concept. I don't think it's ever going to go anywhere. I think if you have the space and you want all that kind of stuff, that's a great way to incorporate it into a kitchen and not be too busy.
Exactly. I love how it's evolved into a more modern space.
Right. Exactly.
And you know, you cannot leave a cabinet without some beautiful hardware. So
The
that
jewelry,
is just going into the
We cannot
next.
forget about the jewelry.
Yeah, I mean, the trend right now is definitely, we're seeing some chrome come back, that like kind of 70s thing. And then we have the patina finish, like old world. And then of course, gold is still around with us because it's adding that warmth that we're craving again. So
Yeah, it's really funny because in the last few years, as gold has kind of made this resurgence, right? High polish brass was not as desirable. Anything from the 70s is hot.
Yeah.
And we had polished brass in the 70s.
Yep.
So it is coming back. So now it's really come into that same era as fashion, where there really isn't anything that is not in style.
I know,
right? I mean,
I
you can
know.
go through all of these different eras. Art Deco, you can find, that's where you're getting all those curved islands. That's where you're getting all of that fluting and all that ribbing that people are doing, reeds, all that kind of stuff. That's all very, Art Deco.
yeah.
So
Yeah, it's all coming through, but what we like to emphasize is to really just take parts of what the trends are, parts of what your house is conveying, your own personal style, and mixing it all together to make it more curated and personalized.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I think that's the importance and the takeaway right now, right? Is that because so many different styles and so many different finishes are really hot right now, is that you can take your kitchen that you have, and maybe you can't do a full remodel or something, but you can incorporate these little things, right?
And it just so happens we're gonna have another video
We are.
right around the corner that will show you how we're gonna take trends and make them work for you, so you're not constantly chasing down the trend, spending tons of money on disposable furniture and working really hard on DIYs just to create something that is out the next year.
Yeah,
so,
you want your house to be current. You want to be current, right? And you're seeing all these cool things come in and you want them, but you're like, oh great, I have this old kitchen, I don't know what to do with it. Don't sweat it.
Yeah.
We're gonna tell you how to do that.
we're gonna help you. So if you've liked any of today's content, if you've enjoyed following us, we would love you to subscribe to our channel and help support us.
We hope that you like these trends that we've mentioned today and that you can find one of them to use in your home and come back because we're gonna have a lot more for you.